Okay, let's do a quick recap on the 10 direction throwing for those that were at the Hong Kong workshop. As always, I build the vital energy first. This is our foundation. I don't do any work without building and sensing. That's the key, that's the objective of what we were doing. The next thing I want to focus on is to make sure when I'm throwing that I have my trunk or my core connected correctly. So how we do that is we pull the perineum and we suspend the crown and make sure there's a nice connection with that. As I start to work with full speed throwing, if this isn't done, all sorts of injuries could happen in the spine and in the neck. So make sure that is connected. Yeah. The next thing we want to focus on is what you're actually doing is throwing the stretch. Some people will injure themselves when they don't have the correct stretch on the limb and they're just loose, so they'll stretch, they'll relax and then throw. And this is where you're going to hurt your joints. The idea is to create a stretch so everything is firm and solid, and we throw that stretch, and that's how we can throw the tension out of that. Okay, so that's the two major things. Important, don't rush through the 10. So if you do one set or one movement in one direction and you need recovery time, you've lost that sense of vital energy, then you rebuild it, you connect again. So we don't just blindly throw. Okay, let's go through the 10 directions or the 10 movements. So there's actually 5, and they're done with an inward and outward movement. So we build the ball, central channel connected, feeling strong. Once you have that sense, you just turn the ball, and from here, and from my foot out to the tip of my finger, I have a stretch. And in this case, my mental space is touching the periphery out here, and I know where I'm going to go to, and it's out to the side, and I have another contact point there for my mental. Yeah. Obviously, the astral personality of this is a vital stretch, and I'm going to use all the physical mechanics that support that personality. So from the stretch here, we have direction 1. Now, if I need to recoup here, reset, by all means, that's what we do. There, I've got the sensation I'm looking for, I've got the stretch, I touch the wall over there. I see now this one is coming back into the center, and I throw. I connect again, and now we're going to go diagonally. So if you need to, recover. Okay, I've stabilized. Stretch. Now this one is a diagonal movement, so I'm stretching out. I see where I'm going. Throw. Stretch, back up to center now. Throw. Opposite side of the diagonal now. Stretch, throw. Stretch, throw. This one is frontal, so we've had 1 out, 2 in, 3, 4, 5, 6. We build, we do 7 and 8 now. So this is the frontal. Yeah, up and down. And so I stretch, down. I stretch, up. Last 2, 9 and 10, is stretch, in, stretch, out. Recover. And then of course I repeat that on the other side. Turn the ball, alignment, stretch of the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Recover. As you build up with this, my advice is you don't throw 100%. If you're doing repetitions, if I call what we just did then 1 repetition, first repetition is at say 40% of stretch and speed. It's more to do with the speed, stretch you always want to have. And then through each repetition you build up until you can hit 100%. That way you're going to build the connectivity of the throw. It's a whole body, so I'm not just throwing the arm. And over those repetitions of incremental increase of speed, you can hit 100%, no fear of damaging the body, if those points are aligned. Perineum up, crown up, correct stretch. Damage happens when we throw and there's no stretch in the arm, okay, which means it's not connected to the body, and that's when the joints snap back, okay? So practice that. Consistency is the key here. Build your vital energy. See you soon.